Okay. Hope everyone is having a good day. Sorry the stream took a little bit to start. I just was trying to sort out my YouTube thing because it was not coming up right. Still got to sort a couple more things. I've got a bit of a cough, so if I am coughing accidentally, then sorry about that. I will try to mute. It's freaking hot where I am. It's like 25 degrees or something like that. So I'm a bit sweaty. Pardon me. We're gonna play some of what's the game called? The Outer Worlds. Have I got it the right game? Yep, I do. Oh my god, throat's annoying me. Why does it have to happen when stream starts? Okay, so let's open the game. Where is it? There we go. Switch over when it's open. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hopefully we get this DLC done today. And then we can continue on with the main story. Okay, so where are we going? Going to the bellhop. Where is he? He's like somewhere else? Is there another? Oh, there's another island down here. Oh, they are following me. I was wondering, like, why I didn't hear any other footsteps. Do enemies here? I don't know if that's an enemy. What have we got here? Whoa, we got enemies. Or not. Oh, they're checking. Yeah, take them out. Oh, the bellhop's dead. Poor bellhop. What was here? Whoa. Get back. Well, I don't want to smile. Oh gosh, it's creepy. Damn slugs. Get out of here. Excuse me, get back here. Oh my god. How strong are they? They are strong. Okay, do we have anything down here? Doesn't look like anything more. Oh, we got some loot here. There's one. I don't want to go over there, but it'll probably send me over there soon. And we go. I'm guessing we're gonna go and tell the guy that the bellhop's dead. Yep.
What floor would you like to visit? Next up,
Wonder.
the finest seat in the house.
It said to see Spencer, and I don't think Spencer's in my place. Yeah, so it's not. We have to go to the VIP.
If you see black hole,
I could not have waited another instant for your presence.
I'm sure.
The Canes and the Canids, Act 2, Scene 6.
Oh,
I played
okay, he was acting.
janitor. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
Learn something about a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
With footage of you tampering with Helen's last meal.
Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
Why is he even in the kitchen? A quick question. What was it you wanted with the bile gland?
That damn bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror ray glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
I've never heard of that. You sure you're talking about terror rays? Their bits tend to give folks the runs.
Oh, that's it. I'm firing my nutritionist this instant.
Funny. If Terray glands was appetite suppressant, you wouldn't be hungry if you took it. For supposedly good actor, you're not much of a good liar. Nice contraction. Want to add another to the pile. Would rather just come clean.
I want to add another to the pile. Oh, no. Wait, bah. No use in pretending, is there? As it so happens, I may not have had the Terroray gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal.
Oh.
But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
So you lied about being poisoned. Oh, this should be good. Yeah, this should be good.
Just listen to me, please. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then, it would be an extended, arduous process.
You're really like a toxologist, or maybe you played one on the Eighth Wave.
No, really, you must listen. I wasn't trying to kill Bellamy. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
Yeah, well, you kind of tried to sabotage someone, so you should get told on. Alright, fine then. Steve's with us. I'm telling him the truth about what happened. What would you want me to say instead?
What will happen when all of the great actors are gone, Inspector? Who will replace us?
There's always
No,
someone that will replace.
There will be nothing on the aether waves but serials starring mechanicals. I hope it's worth it.
Yep, it is. He's been lying to us many times.
What floor would you like to visit? Next stop.
But I don't think he actually killed her.
Inspector. Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
Spencer Ulrich confessed the crime.
Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
Yeah. But I don't think it was him killing.
What floor would you like to visit?
Exit the place. I can't think who it could be. Like, the boyfriend could have a reason, but I'm not too sure. Or is this where we go over to the tree place? I think it is. Yep. Want to quickly check something. Do we need... Oh, we haven't collected anything, so I don't need to check my items and stuff. Actually, like, how do I use these things? So that says Adreno. That I've already got that there. Can I like remove that? Oh, I can't do anything. I really don't know how these work. Very weird. Are you in here? Nope. Barred. Oh. Why is this worker dead? Tell Dr. Blossom we found more of those specimens. Jenkins has already started excavating the habitat. When I arrived, he had been in unusual good mood since I got here. Please send additional personnel. Yep, it's those slugs. Actually, yeah. See anything for there? No. Oh, pressing the wrong button. Tinker that. Tinker until it gets to 1000. Okay, that's too much now. That's equipped by someone, I think. Wish we could tinker up to a certain point, like all at once. Here. I gotta remember, I want to sell things. I don't want to go and salvage. These bridges are so long. This kind of reminds me of, like, this place a little bit reminds me of the, what's it called, that game, the Columbus game, BioShock, with, like, the place being floating up in the air. Ooh. Oh, there's a few of these guys. Oh. There we go. Got a few dead people.
Setting a new record for the Grand Colonial Bellhop's Laundry Cart League. If you're listening to this,
What? Did that fall down?
as we agreed, when I win, you're scraping terror race shit off the windows for the rest of your contract. And you can stow the fear of heights routine
Oh, no.
because there's no way you're weaseling out of that, pal. Here goes. That's... Move the box! No, not...
Oh, they did move the box, and it fell onto him. Silly guy. Take this.
I've just broken it.
Going up there. Oh, what's in here? Okay, let's go up with... Oh, there's the button. Gosh, there's a fair way up. Are they gonna just randomly spawn on me? Oh no, it's just the little sprat. Nothing up there. Is this person gonna talk to me?
Oh, hell yes. Show me the biggest, fattest wildlife you got, Arizanos. I'll bring
No,
it home on
this is just a tourist.
There's a killer on the loose, Inspector. Step light.
Oh, great. Who's the killer? How'd that fall over?
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolrich would outlive Halcyon Helen.
Legal hunting supplies.
Excuse me, Gunther. I need to ask you something.
Who in the hell is... I told you to call me Hunter. Come on.
Oh, right. Hunter, have you seen a little mechanical wandering through here? Might have been wearing my hat.
I can't say I have. I can sell you a new hat if you want. Or some fine, legally obtained hunting supplies. You could go get that mechanical thief yourself.
She's not a thief. She's lost. I just want her back.
I'm guessing that's going to be a quest.
Oh, hey there, stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about?
No, because I just got here. Wait, I know the rest of this one. You better go catch it.
Hey, that's pretty good. I'll have to use that at my next mechanics meeting. But I take by your tone that you ain't seen anything matching my machine's description.
No, because I just got here.
That's not good. I hope she hasn't gotten herself into any trouble.
So instead of hunting wildlife, you're hunting mechanicals. Doesn't seem fulfilling.
Oh, I ain't no hunter. At least not in the traditional sense. Wrenches always suited me better than firearms. A mechanical under my care up and wandered off, that's all. I gotta get her back before anyone notices that either of us are missing. The shopkeep says I should buy one of his rifles and go looking myself. But like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
We can help her out, right? Won't take too long if we're on the job.
I know it's a pain, but I think I need some outside help. Job or no job, I'm not leaving Betty out in the wastes.
Of course we're gonna help. I'll keep an eye out for a suspicious mechanical. Kind of mechanical is your lost charge.
Betty's just your standard tripod mechanical, though she probably is still wearing my hat. Without it, she seems kind of naked. Her main purpose is cacao milking, but the only cacaos in the reserve are close. Without a directive, she shouldn't have had reason to wander away from the milking area.
Like those
Okay then.
buckets need a reason
Just gonna
to
try
be
and
there.
milk something else.
She's probably searching the world for more things to milk.
Just like what I said.
Ain't no cacaos out there. Betty's smarter than that.
Is she though? I'll keep my eye out.
Hey, thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her. Being unemployed, I mean. Be lonely being unemployed. If you find Betty, try sneaking up and hacking her. If you can't do that, finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
Okay then. Can we talk to this guy?
Welcome to Hunter Legal's Legal Hunter Supplies. I am Hunter Legal. How might I help you today?
I'm investigating a murder of Halcyon Helen. Have you heard anything unusual lately?
Unusual? This whole land complex is a failed wildlife exhibition turned hunting reserve. You can't go 10 feet without stepping in unusual. But I reckon you're asking
Sounds interesting.
about people unusual. I'd go have a chat with the prophet of profitability. Maybe she can intuit you in the right direction or something. But she is mighty far in the depths of the reserve. Perhaps you should purchase one of my fine armaments for the journey.
Oh, you'd love that, wouldn't you? Is this really the best place for a shop?
Where better to sell hunter supplies than in the depths of the wilds? Surrounded by creatures that are just waiting to devour you. I've got an excuse, but the Prophet and her retreat don't. And they're even farther out. Prophet said I should gift her some rifles to improve my aura or something. I told
No,
her
just
I
wanting
wanted
free
your
stuff.
aura. Haven't spoken to her since. But you look like you're smart enough to not make the decision that she'll invariably regret.
See what you're selling.
Hunter supplies. Get your hunter supplies.
Okay, then. Well, let's sell some junk. What do we got here? I can't remember. Oh, that's fire. I was gonna say, I didn't know what that logo was. Not seeing anything that I want to use. Don't know if I want to use a laser. I think I'm pretty alright with like not elemental stuff. Because it doesn't seem to do much for me. Because there's 115 there from 1000 something. And then that just does special effect stagger. 115. So there's a knockdown. Yeah, not worth it for me. Let's see what else. Oh, but that was everything. So I didn't really need to look at anything more. Okay, so we're gonna look out for a robot. While we're doing other stuff. It's really weird, like, when you play multiple games around the same time, you go and think you can press the keybind for doing a feature in it, and nope, you can't. Doesn't do the same thing. Like, I've been playing Death Stranding, and I was just gonna use the thing to see where loot is in it, but that doesn't have that in this game. Gosh, this place is ripped apart, or just neglected. Doesn't seem like we can get inside though. No. Don't think there's anything else. Oh, just the stuff. What are these people up to? They're just having a guide around the place. Oh, we've got enemies. Just loot it all.
Oh, hey, Candy Canyon! I know this place. It's where they
What?
make a free-range fixer.
I guess from a movie.
Here we go.
Don't get back.
That's the last of them.
Damn Reptidons. These oh, they're fine people. I thought they were gonna be enemies. Oh, what's in here?
Oh, here we go.
Ouch. Nothing that way. Might as well just go to the objective.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Place go in.
Captain, what is this place and why is it...
Why is there candles everywhere?
Oh, law. They ain't cannibals, right?
Be like a cult kind of thing. What the hell's going on here? They are definitely worshipping something.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay. Where? Oh, here.
Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Burning these would generate some pretty toxic
Side
smoke.
effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and or death.
Discrepancy amplifier. How would you most likely be these be used?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Probably not. I don't see many smoke things do. Can you analyze the chemical these herbs are treated with?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Taste the herbs. Oh no. Though the dry herbs are difficult to chew, the flavor less bitter than you'd expected. It's woodsy, like tropical something. It's actually slightly bitter than an average can of Saltuna, though so are most boots. Funny.
Hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation. Slight possibility of calculation error.
Random. Okay, what's this person up to?
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me.
Oh, it's a profit of profitability.
I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
How did you know I was an inspector?
My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all.
Okay then.
I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
Really? Did Elsie and Helen say you were a hack? You know, I've been feeling my potential is hampered lately. What do you offer? Sorry, Prophet. I don't think I can spare the time. I got more to look into. Humans, I don't think I understand. Yeah, that one's always just leave. Yeah, I don't understand what the humans are.
Science has taught us the body is made up of two things, flesh and humors.
Oh my god, this is like a Scientology kind of thing, isn't it?
When improperly balanced, may cause you to function inadequately. By signing up for my seminars, you can balance these humors for only mildly inordinate and repeat payments. Cancellation is subject to repercussions.
Really? Something seems about fishy.
No, I assure you, we all bathe semi-regularly. That's probably just the compost heap we have our customers, seminar visitees, lie in. It promotes
seminars.
freeing oneself from one's body. But of course, no one need subject themselves to such repercussions if they don't cancel. Regardless, can I interest you in a seminar?
You know, I have a feeling like it potentially hampered lately. What do you offer? Sorry, Prophet. I got a minute to look into. Yeah, I'll go for that one.
Yes, I understand the pressure of one's employment all too well. We've lately been looking into more ways to bolster the retreat stock of bits. But you needn't worry about how this little conversation is affecting my livelihood, brother. Please, take your time. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist?
I'm gonna ask you some questions about Halcyon Helen. Please answer truthfully.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
You and Helen didn't get along, I hear.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Did you contact Helen after you left the Grand Colonial?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
Where were you at the time of the murder?
Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand.
Okay. So she didn't really have a motive then?
That I had nothing to do with Helen's demise.
You got some interesting herbs in here.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
It seemed toxic enough to kill someone.
None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
No. Plus as well, it's who shot.
Hello, welcome to the
Just some interesting here.
Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the retreat?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out. Or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
Fair enough. Do you know the Prophet well?
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been working on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's
but then people would split.
any time now.
She wants control over it all, not you to do it. For a positivity disciple, you sound less, little less than infused.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
So I had to look into Elsie and Helen's murder. I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
Prophet has some kind of feud with Halcyon Helen, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Who's that?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
Have you noticed any unusual behavior on the retreat lately?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently.
What's
A
that?
few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice.
No.
Eventually.
That's all for now.
Certainly. Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious. I noticed the Prophet's dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
Huh? Sure it was a body?
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
Couldn't you have brought the information forward a little earlier?
I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
I'll look into it. What the hell? Why is it saying dessert? Okay, that's going back outside, so not quite yet. Been talking with my agents, and they have told me what I said about your seminars, not taking them, actually lost you about 30% of your revenue over the next 3 months, or future losses projected. When I said I wasn't interested in attending, I didn't really realize it'd hit you quite as hard as it did. Guess that's the price of stardom. Everyone listens a little extra to everything you said. I'm hoping, if you've got space, that I might be able to attend one of your sessions today, as it means of apologizing. I know a short notice, but I'm hoping you can fit me in without too much inconvenience. Ruth Bellamy? Can't remember who that is. Hi, Prophet Whitaker here. Wanted to ask how to mix the herbs I sent you has worked out. I was skeptical at first, using the meditation purposes, but hell, what do I know about productivity? That said, be sure to remember what I told you. Don't cut the herbs asymmetrically. Don't leave them out in the sun, and for law's sake, make sure you keep the smoke doses small. Last thing I want is to accidentally send somebody into a coma, or worse, kill them. Be smart. She kind of has a motive in a way, but that wasn't about Halsey and Helen. Unless that her name was that name.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Set of tracks from dead leaves and those made from passing creatures.
Human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
They're not mine, are they?
Scanning. No. No traces of aether dust, blood, or dimethyl sulfoxide found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
Oh.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
What we got here? There was a body.
Of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours, scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Am I imagining things, or does it seem like whoever was dumped here got up? Corpses don't get up and walk away. There's no evidence of the body being torn apart. Could there have been a corpse here? Maybe wildlife ate it. I'll go for intelligence.
Likely theory, individual injured was unconscious, not dead, and walked away after awakening.
Trying to keep this in mind. Guess this complicates things. Whoa. Where's the... Huh? What? It's gone. Weird.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Make me go back inside.
Welcome back, brother. I'm delighted to extend my desire to...
Someone said you were dragging a human-shaped lump of your into your yurt. You said you had no further interaction with Helen before her death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
I saw a message from Helen on your terminal about attending a session. Really, no messages from her, anything like that.
Your tone of voice seems to suggest that you have information already, which also suggests you've read my terminal. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
I followed your trail where you dumped something in the wilderness.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
There was nothing there, but proportions, I'd say a body. For a prophet, you certainly made some decisions. Mess up. Yeah, about a body.
Good work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake.
What?
Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions.
I was gonna say it could be her.
Of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
I don't know if she's joking or she's serious. Did you shoot at the body at any time?
Laws? No, I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head.
Is she covering for someone? The wilderness, you didn't dump the body at the Grand Colonial?
Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse.
Your Helen was
I'm
dead.
no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak.
I don't think you killed anybody. Certainly not Helen.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
I've seen Helen's body was found at Grand Colonial. She was killed there. Look, if Helen's body wasn't where you left it, then it must have wakened and walked away.
I don't believe
No,
you.
go for the where it
This is
was.
all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
No. Look, if Helen wasn't where... Oh, yeah. We'll go for that one.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
Who took the shots? The only thing I've done completely
No.
negligent.
You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
Who is it for? I'm having a feeling it's the actor guy because he's a rich one that turned up recently. You're up the wall. I'm not getting the constable falsely imprison you. I guess if you want to be arrested, then I can oblige you. You want to go to jail. I don't know if... I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure I'd get paid enough to do my job. I can't figure you out. Think about whether you should be arrested or not. Whether or not you killed Helen, I think imprisoning you is probably the safest option. Yeah, I'm not gonna falsely imprison you.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong?
She is definitely being paid off, and someone's gonna end up killing her. To cover, or like to shut her up. Oh. Oh yeah, I didn't find that robot. Where is... Find Betty. Okay, Betty's apparently that way. You died in a really weird way. Oh, water here. What's this place down here? Oh, it's just goes into a drain. Maybe we can walk right through. Oh, we'll take that too. Where's Betty? Oh, whoa, 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 I did not see you that close. Level 40! Okay, let's see. Get that to 60. Where's Betty? I didn't even see her. I'm confused. Find Betty. She's gone lost in the wilderness, yeah. I don't even see her. I'm very confused. Very strange. Oh, there's Betty. So you do have the hat on. Found a robot.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back.
Hey, you can't even see her. One malfunctioning mechanical as promised. She was trying to milk candids.
Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one. Here's some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks.
Sure. What if you don't want your supervisor learning they screw up anymore? Try to keep an eye on her this time.
Oh, I won't be turning my back on Betty again, believe me. Thanks again for all your help. You really saved us both from the edge.
I don't know why we were trying to intimidate. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange, powerful effects. Science weapon strength increased. Okay. Okay, we go over here, maybe. Maybe not in the penthouse. What's that one? Okay, let's see what we got here. Enterprise is down. Don't know what I want to do. Your next attack after killing an enemy is guaranteed crit. Oh, we got more damage. Oh, that's when affected by a combat effect. Okay. I might go for the headshot one there.
What floor would you like?
Exit the Grand Colonial, because I can't remember where I'm going. I think I'm going outside somewhere. Oh, yep. Fried console. Dead saplings. Go the fried console first.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This console is 95% non-functional. Remaining 5% functionality stems from display reading console non-functional. Cause of shortouts is most likely related to purple residue splattered all across the keyboard.
Who would do that? Perform chemical analysis.
Substance contains trace amounts of purple berries, fruit flavors, and artificial sweeteners. Number 35, number 49, number...
Okay. Inspect the console. Is there an enemy right here? No.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, that's not good.
Analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide on purpleberry saplings, is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards.
Where are these canisters kept?
Canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the purpleberry orchards, except for this one, which can be found here.
Oh my god. Initiate deeper chemical analysis.
Makeup of substance: 50% water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly Holy cow feces also detected.
Okay. Where the hell? Oh, over there. I want to sell a bunch of stuff to you. Trade. Sell. Oh, it's not even worth selling those things. Don't want that. Add a buddy, what the hell? Okay, where is... Oh, okay, this person here.
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
How's the investigation
Rude.
going? You got a complete report for me yet?
Yeah, looked.
Right. Let's hear the details.
A drink was spilled over the console, shorting it out. A herbicide was mixed when the fertilizer ended up killing the sapling. I took care of the roaming. Okay, so it's everything.
Drink? I ain't never heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it. I hate to say it, but that sounds more like worker carelessness.
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? Slug isn't behind your problems. Slug wouldn't even need to cause you problems. Your own workers do enough.
Ha! Knew Slug was behind the damn sabotage.
Please. We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your saplings, you'd have known them by the blackened remnants of their stems, not some half-assed poisoning.
And auto chemicals. Autobot thingies.
Smashed more than I'd like, but I guess I'm glad you didn't obliterate them all.
Never did like leaving a job half-finished myself, but that's me.
So what were the fine details of the sabotage anyhow? Were Slug's lackeys trying to get the mechanicals to kill all our waspitos?
You're worried that Slug is trying to mess with your livelihood? I mean, I guess they were just trying to kill everything. Go for the option one.
Of course. And what better way to do that than by targeting our pollinizers? They'd be a hell of a pain to kill manually, but if you set the mechanicals to do it...
In your delusional fantasy, the waspitos wouldn't be out until next pollinization cycle. Wouldn't someone notice the rampant mechanicals beforehand?
That seems like a question you should be asking yourself.
Ooh. Is there any way to manually initiate pollinization cycle?
Well, yes, it's possible to manually start and end cycles in Hive Control, but we keep a careful watch on it. And there have been no non-Rizzo's personnel in or out.
Stop wasting everyone's time, Hathaway. What you're proposing is infinitely less likely than an idiot maneuver by one of your incompetent workers. I won't hear any further slander. Let's go through this one final time so even you can't confuse it, Hathaway. Slug didn't do a damn thing to your orchards. You're chasing ghosts.
It would be those people with the actual things on them.
My orchards. If it wasn't Slug, then who the hell was it? You picked a hell of a time to lose your tongue over there, friend. I guess I can't force you to tell me anything, but the peace of mind would have been worth much to me. Right now, we of the orchards have to settle things with Slug. I reckon that you're about as impartial a third party as we're gonna get. Can you mediate?
Ah, what the hell. The orchardist seems to get off on complicating what should be a simple deal, but at this point, I just want to be paid and go. The pollen in the air is agitating. You
wasted Slug's time and tried to blame your screw-ups. Pay him out. Log's presence is making productivity in the orchards worse. Don't give him another bit. Rosales will have spare bits after Brown unveiling could pay then with interest. Yeah, don't give anything.
Thanks for siding with us, friend. I'll make sure to put in a good word with the admin for you.
Really now? After all that, you decide to stiff us? Fine. That's your prerogative. But I think you'll realize in time that you made the wrong choice.
Why is he not talking towards me? Okay, next thing. Gosh, it's a fair way away. What? Oh, okay. So, penthouse. Elevator music.
Inspector?
I finished my investigation with Jasmine Lever, Prophet of Probability.
Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leva's followers. So, tell me, what did you find?
She wants to be arrested. I think she's a fraud and a cheat. She's clearly in over her head. She wants to be arrested.
She wants to be arrested? That's not the kind of behavior I expect from a suspect. Perhaps she's carrying a guilty conscience. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer?
Maybe she needs to be detained until I'm done my investigation. Still considering my options, but no, she didn't do it. Reasonable candidate. She either did or she didn't. Yeah, we should detain her until the investigation's done.
The Prophet could spell the end of her career, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
So it could... I have a feeling
Inspector?
that I know who it is.
I've been waiting.
I think it's the actor.
Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helen?
Spencer Woolrich.
Spencer Woolrich killed Halcyon Helen? As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, that sounds like the highlight of his career. What makes you think it was Spencer?
He's been Helen's chief rival for life. While he tried to poison her, frankly, he was desperate for attention.
Yes, I agree. Helen's murder is all anyone's talking about. Even in death, she stole the spotlight away from Woolrich. Walk me through your reasoning. What happened on the night of the murder?
Woolrich made up an alibi for sore stomach the night of the murder. Poisoning Helen didn't work, and he had to take her out of the picture. Yeah, I'll go for number 2.
You're suggesting Woolrich acted in cold blood. That he had every intention of killing Helen, whether by poison or by weapon. All right, Woolrich clearly had a plan to kill Helen. He had motive and he had intent. What happened in the ballroom?
Security cameras were off at the time. Woolrich used that moment to kill Helen. He knocked her out and ordered Burgage something to fire on Helen. He's a coward, knocked her out first and shot. Oh, I don't know. I'll tell him to use his imagination.
You seem to be taking this investigation seriously, Inspector. Is there something you're not telling me?
I should ask that. Why are you pinning this on Spencer Woolrich? Yeah, I should ask you that.
Absurd. Why would I want to see Spencer Woolrich arrested for murder? I'm not that harsh of an Aetherwave critic.
Trust my instincts, I guess.
Failing you at the moment, Inspector. We're done here. Spencer Woolrich killed Halcyon Helen. If he thinks Aetherwave critics are harsh, he hasn't seen the Labyrinth's inmates.
I don't know if I screwed that up.
Don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now.
Someone's trying to kill you. Oh shit! Don't let me get them. Don't let me get in your way. No, you need obvious trap. How dumb do you think I am? I'll be right over.
Now, Inspector. Damn it! Someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the?
So, guys, should we help him out or?
Whoever the real killer is, I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him, fast.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
All right. I got nothing going on.
It's either the actor or it's him himself. But, like, also I didn't really know what happened in the ballroom. Oh, okay, I thought it was one of the things. Oh, there's some of the host things. Get back. Sweet. I'm not seeing any attacks. So, is he bullcrapping? Or is it just the game? But there is a lot of those host things around, so... yeah. Kinda looks like a Willy Wonka kind of place.
Gosh, it's actually kind of cheerful. Almost makes you forget they're probably hiding a terrible secret in there.
Yep. Why is it around the corner? Security breach around there. Yeah, take them all out. Well, almost stood in that. What? She was talking while she was dead? Okay. So what was the breach? Not seeing any evidence. What? She's still alive.
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders?
No, that's a fair question. You want to explain how you're still alive?
Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the Aetherwave industry. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister.
Ah.
That must have been her sister in the ballroom. I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
What plan are you talking about?
My plan to save Halcyon. I'm not a murderer, Inspector. I acted in defense. I had to defend Halcyon's future.
Oh, so it was him.
There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again.
But not symbiotes. I've seen the way they infected behave.
Only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless. Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent.
That was you in the labs. You killed Dr. Blossom.
Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement.
True.
Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy.
Just how many people have you killed, Helen?
Ludovico murdered my sister, Inspector. He killed Belinda with his own hands. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot, they were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them.
Constable Keene, she was on your side. What did the mascot ever do to you?
The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes.
Pretty sure he wasn't working for the... What? Pretty sure he was working for the administrator.
He was a Rizzo's employee. He belonged to Ludovico's horrible little family of
Uncomfortable Keen. That was you too.
She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot.
True. Heard enough.
You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness. Think of the future.
I ain't going on his side.
A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
Helen, I'm with you. Ludovico is out of his mind. I'm helping you, Helen, but once we get out of here, I expect answers.
It's a deal.
Wow. I can't believe we're running with Halcyon Helen.
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and
Okay.
stay close.
How can I follow you? You're on the other side. Okay, we got a tab here.
Head through that door. There's another way out.
Oh god damn. Ouch. What the hell? It's not letting me. Unless I can jump. Oh, I can jump over there. There she is. Did those stop at all? Go, go, go.
We made it. Nice work, Inspector.
Thank you.
We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out.
What's the plan?
This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy.
He's probably going to have a whole lot of them on him or something.
Saccharine attitude of optimism. Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies, fat and wriggling with vital energy.
There must be some kind of pesticide. Benogen to humans, lethal to parasites.
You're a step ahead of me, Inspector. An airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back at your penthouse. We'll ready our next move.
I'll meet you there.
See you soon, Inspector.
I kinda don't want to.
Actually, never mind. I don't want to know.
I don't want to fast travel This may be something different happening up here. Oh, we've got Kirk. I'll go for that. No, maybe it is. Oh, no. I'm gonna run. Because maybe it will be different a bit in the hotel. Oh, okay. The guards aren't going for me.
What could that have been? Don't you run at me!
Ouch.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Just one of your friends. Something's bumming me out.
Don't mess with us.
I don't know why she wants to go back to the penthouse. Was it empty here? Looks pretty empty. Yeah, they've closed the place up. There's only the staff. Penthouse.
The finest seat in the house.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feels like losing a limb. She's conspicuous by her absence.
I'm sorry, this might be difficult for you.
I appreciate the sympathy, Inspector. Thank you. I'll appreciate your help even more. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not going to sit idly by. If he can't use Spectrum Brown to infect the colony, I'll resort to some kind of backup plan. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasites.
So, immune system could destroy the parasites before the larvae stage.
Precisely. I see we're in your wheelhouse, Inspector. Or do you prefer Doctor? We're going to need 2 ingredients. A sample of essence of sprat, and 1 intact pod of parasite eggs. Cedric's warehouse in the Perea spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of sprat essence. As for the pod, I'd check the Wilderness Reserve if I were you.
Oh, you mean sprat nucleus? Euclins or something? They're common used in medical experimentations.
One of us is an expert. Most of what I know is based on Dr. Blossom's notes. Here's what I understand. Sprats have an adaptive immune system. They don't suffer from the diseases and parasites they carry. It's one reason why you'll see them in every corner of the colony. Dr. Blossom experimented with sprats and accidentally discovered a way to become immune to the parasites. That's probably when she decided to switch to human testing.
And once I've got the ingredient, I should be able to synthesize effective anti-parasitic.
You're a scientist and an inspector? You really are full of surprises. I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Used the ingredients to synthesize an anti-parasitic.
Easy enough.
I'm glad I could count on your expertise. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites.
Okay. Most just going to want a piece of Ludovico who could recruit his help.
I like the way you think, Inspector. We could use another ally. I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more than a chance to eliminate Ludovico. We could use him on our side. Best of luck, Inspector. I'm counting on you.
I wanted to ask you about Belinda. You killed innocent people. Did you really think you would go with that? Like your style. Just I'll say goodbye. Whoops. We're going to that guy first. I think. Yeah.
Here they come!
Oh god.
Me? I'm pleased as...
How funny!
Bumming me! What on no one! Bring me down!
And we're through.
Law, how'd you get in here alive? You are alive, yeah?
Yeah, I am. Here's Cedric.
Inspector, you made it. Well done. I'm afraid you may find the spaceport is, at the moment, less hospitable than usual. My apologies. Regardless, you must have some purpose here. Do tell.
What happened here? I'm working with Helen to create an anti-parasitic. We need the essence of Sprat.
With Helen, you don't say.
It's a longer story than we have time for.
That's not terribly surprising, considering present circumstances. This anti-parasitic, it would restore my people to their original, non-infected selves? Safely?
Yep. This is the best chance we have.
Well, I'll take my people's probable cure over their guaranteed death. Coincidentally enough, Slug can supply you with essence of Sprat.
Cool.
Tinsley, the warehouse foreman, you remember her? There's a package on the desk in her office. You'll find the essence of Sprat you need in there.
Thanks.
You're quite welcome. Now then, is there anything else I can do for you while you're here?
Ludovico's behind everything. Will you help me take him down?
Oh, my. You mean Lou was up to no good this whole time?
Yep. Gets worse. He wants to infect all the colony with slugs.
It's an ambitious plan, I'll give him that. But tell me, why should I help you, Inspector?
I'm appealing to your better nature here. You're joking. I had to use balls on Hockey Inspector, damn it. Yeah, I'm appealing to your better nature.
Always best to make sure a man has a better nature before you appeal to it. All right, but you're not to take this as confirmation I have one. Understood? You can expect Slug support. I'll arrange for my agents to meet you at the distillation station.
Much appreciated. Tell them to bring best weapons and any personal issues they would like to work out for violence.
I'll do that. I think one of our checkpoint guards is going through a divorce. As thrilled as I am to assist you in taking down Lou, we have barricaded ourselves in here for a reason. I imagine you have a plan for getting out of the spaceport safely?
Yep. And set to remember. Anti-parasitic, remember. I'm going to disperse it.
Are you really? Inspector, you are a marvel. Excellent work. I'll admit, I'm awfully fond of my agents. To see them restored will be a great weight off my soul. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, let's get the essence of spray. Where is it? Oh, there.
Ugh, essence of sprat? Why would anybody keep a vial of... Never mind, I don't want to know.
So we've got to go get an egg pod or something? Oh, we actually have to go out of this zone to even get to it.
What could that have been? I'll show you happiness! Oh yeah!
Oh, we could just waypoint over there. Okay. It's up above. Where do we go up above? Through here, maybe? No. Steps. I'm not seeing a way to get up. Well. Creepy. Must be a lift or something. Oh, here we go. Sweet. Where to now? Centrifuge. I'm gonna guess it's not in here. Nope. Oh, it's the place that she told us to go. I don't know if it's in or out or what. Oh, okay, so it's inside here. Where the hell's it wanting me to go? Penthouse? But I don't see how there'll be a centrifuge here. Okay, apparently. Examine it. Peel back the label. Haven't we done whatever was meant to be done? I think we leave this place and it's done. Oh gosh, more bloody going around. Oh, I actually have to run over there. It is on. He's gonna probably try to stop me. Pardon me. Oh. Keep back. You take that. Creepy. In we go. He's gonna try, like, convince me not to do it again, I guess.
Greeting protocols suspended. All non-essential protocols suspended. Phaeton is standing by for larval compound dispersal.
What's your status?
Reactor stable. Compound dispersal may commence.
Okay, we're loading it up.
Affirmative. Dispersing.
Hopefully it works.
Incoming message from Rizzo's distillation station.
What have you done? What in law's name have you done? You hijacked our atmosphere. Are you trying to kill us all? No. You're trying to kill my symbiotes. I'm not
Damn
going to
right.
let you destroy everything I've built. I can still fix this. I can undo the damage you've done.
No, you can't.
Transmission.
What do you think he's gonna do? Where's the way down? Oh, over here. These bridges are so damn long. And I'm like sprinting. But I guess it's trying to like make it more bigger scale kind of thing. There's a host. Whoa, damn. No, don't explode. There we go. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay. Keep back. Was this the way? Yeah, I think it is.
Wonder what they were storing down there.
Yep.
This place really could use. Here we go.
Oh gosh. I didn't think there was any down here. Die. Oh god. Whoa, he went flying. Ouch. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Gosh, there's a lot of doors around. Wasn't I just here? I'm confused. Pardon me. Okay, so I wasn't because I'm going even lower. Or at least I just walked up a lot of stairs. Oh god. No, no, no. So is she through there? No, don't want that.
Hey, Captain. Whatever happens, I just want you to know. I've always got your back.
Really?
Yes, I know you're hungry. Be patient. I'll feed you soon enough.
Oh, you got a big
Just
one?
a guest. The one I told you about. The inspector. Welcome. We were
Reminds me of Devil May Cry. It's going. There's someone behind you or something.
You and I are standing in the presence of royalty. Don't worry, you'll meet her soon.
Pardon me.
I know what you've done. Hijacked Phaeton. Contaminated the air we breathe with your poison.
Yeah, you were putting your poison out.
This colony. All you've done is robbed Halcyon of its last chance at real happiness. And
Well, it's your fault it's failing, probably. New queen, what's exactly going on here?
the queen of symbiotes. A creature of endless compassion and unfathomable intelligence. The next sovereign of Halcyon. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to feed you to the queen, and then I'm going to find a way to repair the damage you've done. Don't be afraid. She can smell fear, and it makes her absolutely ravenous. Your Highness.
You are big. Oh, is he gonna get eaten? Yep. Come on. Eat him. Yep, he's gone. Om nom nom. Oh, he's now inside his queen. Oh god. Oh, I'm just gonna snipe her. Where is she? Oh, what? She's over that way now? Yeah, take her out. I don't think that attacked her. Almost gone. Oh, that was close. And she is gone. Take all that. Well, it didn't go that well for him, did it? He ended up being slug food.
You made it. I guess
Oh god.
customers really are repeat customers. Here, I had something I wanted to give you. This is a golden ticket. Good for one free tour of the Purpleberry Orchards. This is my way of showing you that I appreciate you just for being alive.
Standstill, I'll put you out of your misery. You could have helped me.
That's a reasonable point, friend, but it turns out you didn't need my help at all. I do regret the untimely demise of our broodmother, but my passenger is flooding my brain with all sorts of happy feelings, so I don't mind all that much.
Yeah, I should have done Mr. Passenger.
Oh, that's what I call the slug I've bonded with. It's gonna be a part of me until I pass through the gates of oblivion and my atoms scatter into the void.
Just check him. His head's kind of gone. I don't know why we couldn't just take it off. Oh, can that unlock something? Oh, that was just for damaging. Okay, where are we going now? Well, it seems everyone's over here. Do not first travel when near hostiles. I don't see any hostiles.
Did I hear something?
Everyone all right?
There's still hostiles apparently. So I guess that's the DLC done then. We decide the epilogue kind of thing now for it. Hey, Alan.
I've dreamed up 100 different ways to kill Ludovico. I'll be honest, eaten alive by the queen of the brain slugs wasn't on that list.
Do something. How are you feeling?
I imagine this moment would be a little more cathartic. But Linda's still gone, and I don't feel all that different.
Give it time.
I can't go back to the way things were. I can't return to my old life because it was never my life to begin with. It was shared. Never mind, you don't need to listen to this. Thank you again for your help, Captain. I never would have made it this far without you.
She's gonna want to come with me, probably. Sounds like you're giving up. Belinda wouldn't want that.
You're right. She wouldn't. She was always braver than me, you know. I was always the defeatist. Gave up too easily, and she never let me forget it. And now, without Belinda, I think I have to give up on being Halcyon Helen. She wouldn't be pleased to hear me say that, but I don't have much of a choice.
I didn't know Belinda, but she wanted you to be happy. Don't give up on that.
You're right. I'm despairing. That's not worthy of me. It's not worthy of my sister. Thank you, Captain. I needed to hear that. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone with my thoughts for a while.
Oh, okay then.
Ludovico was eaten by a giant slug? What an
Yep.
absolute tragedy.
Why can't I? Oh, there we go.
Ludovico was eaten by a giant slug? What an absolute tragedy. Very brave of the slug, though. Lou must have tasted so bitter.
Oh, so done then. So is it main story then?
Welcome back, Captain. Or shall I call you Inspector? What can I do for you?
I don't expect anymore. I'm finished with this
During
job.
your absence, I passed the time by simulating a number of hypothetical conclusions to this case. Unfortunately, my understanding of the facts is limited, and my appraisal of the individuals involved is not flattering. Therefore, my conclusions are inaccurate.
Sounds like you missed me.
I have been awaiting closure for the details of your investigation. However, I have also been keenly aware of your absence. I have a growing library of information about you. Attitude, behavioral tendencies, dietary habits, sleep patterns. Cataloging human behavior is essential to maintaining my simulation protocols. Will you satisfy my curiosity subroutines and tell me who killed Halcyon Helen?
It was administrator.
Administrator Ludovico killed Halcyon Helen? I have been programmed to simulate contempt and mild surprise. Mr. Ludovico had the audacity to hire you to solve a murder he committed? I am contemptuous and mildly surprised. This information is valuable to me. I will update my behavior simulation protocol accordingly. Thank you, Captain.
No problem. Oh, that said no problem there as well.
Assistance. Take care.
Okay, what perk? That one. Brave New World. Tartarus. You're about to have assault of the labyrinth on Tartarus. Determine the fate of Halcyon colony. Saves made after this point only can only finish what? Saves made after this point can only finish the main story on Tartarus. Side quests and DLC such as these are unavailable beyond this point. If there's anything you want to do, no, I'll go through. I'll do that save.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior is chilly.
Scary.
Scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
You promise to leave without me? Not without me.
I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby
Not my
confined
problem.
to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
How long will that take?
It'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
Hey, how do you know you're a real... How do I know you're a real officer under the helmet? Show me your biometric ID.
All right. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the ID of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance? May
Okay.
luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Yeah, let's exit. I don't know what the other two not colony people, but what's it called? Other two companions are. That's gonna make me in combat. Okay.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Margot. Go!
Thanks for the help. I talk to them. Oh, that's my people. Whoops. Sorry, I shot before you said you surrendered.
Like that guarding the gates. I've got to admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
Fair enough. Oh, door open that way.
Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
Yep.
You get tired of patrolling, just go rough somebody up.
We got past them. To the pits. I'm glad the temperature's gone down a little bit. Okay, so I'm guessing we can't go. Oh, we can go for there. We don't know how long this guy's gonna hold up now.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
Oh, they actually gonna help? Oh, sweet. Oh, you spotted me.
I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
Are you taking while on shift? What?
No, don't tell anyone, please.
If I make a mistake, just don't do it again. Funny. Which way are we going? This way, I think. We'll unlock.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's
Rude.
better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Ah, I knew I smelled Monarch when you lot walked in. The stench of sulfur, depression, and desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Keep talking, and you'll be smelling iron. Ain't nobody so important I won't put a bullet in him.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
Chairman Rockwell, I presume.
Word. You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man.
Please, Phineas, would rather die than cooperate? The rotten bastard. You'd rather die than cooperate.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
That crackpot was saving frozen colonists you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
We're helping, which is more than you can say.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
Not really. You know, I wouldn't have to... what? I wouldn't have to if you'd be more cooperative about this. You know, the thought honestly hasn't crossed my mind. I'm just trying to help. I prefer keep riding this downward spiral. I can fix this place. Yeah, about cooperating.
Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. Yes, I'll try to be more open-minded about your path of wanton dissent. We don't need your help.
With your resources and some of the folks on Hope, we could do a lot.
I'll admit, there's no shortage of talent in the scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
Good. Maybe some good can come out of you after all. Right, you just wait here for my orders. Yeah, something come out good out of you after all. I'm surprised he's willing to cooperate. We'll go this way. We're gonna get spotted. Oh, that was close.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life.
Oh, there's a guy in the background.
Disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
Dover, Sophia, stand down. We're liberating Halcyon. There's not a damn thing you can do to stop us. Yeah, Tover, step down.
I'm afraid I can't do that. You have a flair for subtlety. If you'd worked for me, you would have been the greatest fixer Halcyon has ever seen. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy.
I'm here for Phineas, let him go. And you're going to do your duty by dying. I get it, let's move along.
Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
Let's talk about this.
Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance to parlay with me.
Oh, what? I don't have it. You give me a chance to walk away before I can turn you into a bloody mess. Oh gosh. I destroyed your experiments in the ministry. Your plans will never work. I'm sick of it. I'm done talking to you. I destroyed your experiments.
Yes, I'm quite aware of your brazen act of corporate vandalism. By the way, those test subjects you killed, they died in agony. My scientists assure me they can recover the data you've destroyed. You've succeeded in temporarily delaying our research. Nothing more.
Your scientists are lying to you. The research is critically flawed.
That isn't true. It can't be. You're trying to manipulate me.
Nope.
That experiment was absolutely essential to the program. My scientists assured me they were close to a breakthrough. They gave me their word.
What's wrong, Sophia? Not used to being lied to by your own experts. You know I'm right. I can see it in your eyes. Yeah, about being lied to by the experts.
Don't you mock me. I won't stand here listening to you gloat. We're going to have to start all over again. All that research, all those experiments. You've set us back decades.
Or just don't do it.
Unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells.
Aww. Both scientists believe in Halcyon can be still saved. Bummer. Why can't I do that?
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry, I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically or something.
Look it on. So we're gonna take that on apparently. How do we get down there? Ouch. We cripple it. We have taken it out. Those things didn't even get close to him. Oh, those are fancy. Oh gosh. Bro, I shot you in the leg. I didn't kill you. Oh, there we go.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You
Pretty
are
much.
absolutely out of your mind. And I can't begin
Yeah,
to thank you enough.
that's true. Are you alright? What did they do to you? Are you kidding? The board never stood a chance against me. You know I wouldn't let anything happen to you. Do you have any idea how much trouble I went to saving you?
What? Break into the most heavily guarded facility in the most hostile world in Halcyon? No, I have absolutely no idea how you did it. You're a goddamn miracle worker. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I
Really?
have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Don't like the sound of that. Great. I was about to open some drinks and celebrate.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose.
I've got other planets.
Entirely on our own.
We have a lot of work ahead of us. We best get started.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time.
Let's hope.
Leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
I've got plan to the chairman in my pocket. No one's going to know I'm running the colony. I'm going to run this colony myself. I'm already convinced the chairman will take my side. Count on me. I'll help you revive the colonists. I got plans, I guess.
Chairman? I don't know why you let that heartless creature live, but I'll have to trust your judgment. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
I guess.
The OSI
So what's
teaches
happening
that
now?
everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions
Oh, so it's the end.
The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Sanjar's civil liberties and worker-centric policies were slow to catch on with the other corporations. But as Halcyon began its long, arduous journey toward recovery, many of Terra 2's smaller townships started adopting MSI's alternative corporate structure, and eventually became entirely self-sufficient. In the coming years, many of these townships managed to eke by, where otherwise they might have starved. Sublight Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, The board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Even the Gorgon asteroid, though a distant enigma to most of Halcyon, felt the aftershocks of your actions. The destroyed Adrenatime synthesizer became a symbol of the board's
Gosh, so much happened. Didn't feel like it.
as they sought to build a more humane, ethical Halcyon. They cleared the dead from Gorgon's laboratory.
Oh, it actually showed the stuff from the DLC. Because that was DLC.
Of solving the colony's nutrition crisis. Gorgon, which had once sown death and destruction across Halcyon, became a source of hope and renewal. The Gorgon Project's final explosive end was bittersweet for Olivia Ambrose. She wandered the colony's fringes alone, searching for others like her, who despised the board and meant to destroy them. In time, she found Phineas Wells and his cadre of scientists, and she joined them in their efforts to save Halcyon. For a while, she even knew an uneasy peace. But for all that, Olivia found purpose in Wells' project. She was always haunted by the memory of her daughter, Minnie, who hadn't lived to see the better world they were building. She never did forgive herself for the horror her work had wrought on Halcyon. But she remembered fondly the daring captain who'd put an end to it at last. In spite of everything, the Gorgon asteroid remained a sobering reminder of the potential for progress and disaster in humanity's most ambitious efforts. The Rizzo's company in Halcyon dissolved after the collapse of the board. Needless to say, the launch of Spectrum Brown was indefinitely delayed. A stockpile of Spectrum Brown remains buried deep beneath the ruins of the old distillery, abandoned to time and attrition. Ruth Bellamy never forgot the words you said to her. She coped with Belinda's death by committing to live in a way that would make her sister proud. When the remnants of the colony banded together, Ruth Bellamy was there to help. She devoted her remaining years and resources to saving the colony. Years later, when the worst of the crisis had passed, Aetherways returned to Halcyon's culture. An aging Ruth Bellamy tried her hand at directing. Her first Aetherwave drama was dedicated to the memory of Belinda Bellamy and to her old friend, Captain of the Unreliable. The dissolution of the board did not mean the dissolution of the ambitions of Cedric Kincannon, the charismatic leader of Sublight Underground. Cedric offered Slug's transportation services to the newly thawed colonists and set to work ferrying resources and food wherever they were most needed. For better or worse, Slug headgear
He was kind of helping.
in the following years. After a brief attempt at dating Helen as one person rather than two, which both Bertie and Helen found too strange, Bertie struck out
Fair
on his
enough.
own to try his hand at raising woolly cows. Many of his former Rangers teammates soon followed, accompanied by the woolly cow the team had originally plied with alcohol. The dairy farm
That's pretty funny.
under Bertie's leadership and care. The Dairy Rangers privately believed that the woolly cows softened Bertie's temper considerably, although the only one brave enough to say this to his face was promptly headbutted. Due to the board's dissolution, many of the Prophet's old customers no longer found quite the same value in productivity seminars that they once had.
Because I imprisoned her.
Drying up, the Prophet chose to take her followers.
Oh no, I didn't imprison her.
Months later,
She wanted to be imprisoned.
Eridanos found clues leading them to a seemingly abandoned bunker.
Oh, actually I did.
Wilderness.
Because I was saying until it was over.
Horribly mangled corpses, sacrificed to a blood-scrawled portrait of a sprat-headed deity. The
Ugh.
prophet
Yuck.
was not among the bodies. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying
I didn't
to
do anything with him anyway. Didn't really like him.
Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond.
So her life was alright.
Aboard the Unreliable permanently, as its chief and sole engineer. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the
Fair enough.
Group, an MSI subsidiary of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail, or clearing an infestation. Before his untimely death, Captain Alex Hawthorne had plans to restore and modify, for combat purposes, a sanitation and maintenance automechanical that he'd found in a state of disrepair in Emerald Vale's scrap yard.
Never seen that.
That unit remains broken down and forgotten in the Unreliable supply closet to this day. Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell a policy change, Rockwell was only too happy to oblige.
Good.
As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able
That's
to
nice of him.
many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer.
Oh, this is such a long epilogue.
Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt
And this
to
is the
new
last part.
circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus, and made Chairman Rockwell your own puppet, a role he was all too eager to play. The colony never realized you were the true power behind the new administration. By acting vicariously through agents and third parties, you controlled Halcyon from the shadows. As a result, Halcyon survived the turbulent years that were to follow.
Yeah.
No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
And it's over. The end. Like, I kind of enjoyed the game, but also not really. Like, there's a bit of both. But I'm glad I played it. Can we go ahead? I don't know. Oh, okay, that's it. I wonder who the extra people were. Weird. Okay, so that is done. And we have gone for almost 3 hours, so much longer than I expected. But usually I do go a lot longer when I am finishing a game. And yeah, sweet as. So if you enjoyed the stream, it'd be much appreciative if you left a follow. And we will not be live tomorrow, but we will be probably live, I would say, Monday. If not that, it'll be not Tuesday, Sunday. But Sunday is usually like I can't do a few things, so yeah. So I'd say definitely Monday I'll be on. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next stream. See ya. Oh, actually, one thing. I will be probably playing Spiritfarer in the next stream. Anyway, see ya.